The 2019 Subaru Forester doubles down on important attributes to crossover shoppers, with more cargo room and improved fuel economy. The Forester debuts at the 2018 New York Auto Show and will go on sale later this year. As you can tell from the pictures, Subaru did not take any huge risks when it comes to styling. The new Forester mostly looks like the old one, albeit with some fresher shapes and lines, new lighting designs, and new 17 or 18-inch wheels for each trim level. But underneath it switches to the new Subaru Global Platform, SGP, also used for other new Subarus. In doing so, it grows. The 2019 Forester's wheelbase increases 1.2 inches, which is used to increase rear legroom by 1.4 inches. In fact, Subaru says all passenger measurements increase, more leg, head, and shoulder room. Cargo space is similarly improved to 76.1 cubic feet with the seats down, a gain of 1.9 cubic feet. More important, engineers took pains to make sure getting cargo in and out was easier by widening the cargo door by 5.3 inches, as well as by making the cargo floor flatter than before. In addition, the rear doors now open wider and the C-pillar has a steeper angle to make ingress, or loading car seats, easier. Ground clearance is an impressive 8.7 inches, and all-wheel drive, of course, remains standard. Subaru says that its engineers also work to reduce noise, vibration, and harshness within the Forester's cabin, calling out specifically that road noise has been reduced. That's a welcome update considering the outgoing model could be louder inside than competitors. Under the hood is a new version of the Forester's current base engine, a revised 2.5-liter flat-4 with 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque, gains of 12 horsepower and 2 pounds-ft. Fuel economy is also said to improve to as much as 33 miles per gallon highway, thanks in part to the addition of active grille shutters, compared to the old Forester's 32 mpg rating. A continuously variable transmission is standard. There's no mention of a manual transmission, or of an optional turbo engine as was offered on the old Forester XT. As for the cabin, Subaru swapped to an electric parking brake to free up space in the center console, included automatic climate control as standard, designed more comfortable front seats, and installed new seat back pockets with dividers that Subaru says are ideal for stowing phones or tablets. The optional features included a Wi-Fi hotspot and heated rear seats. There's more standard safety equipment too. Every 2019 Forester has the Eyesight Active Safety Suite, comprising adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking, and lane keep assist. Blind spot warning and reverse braking are offered as options too. New for the Forester is a feature called Driver Focus, which mimics the driver attention systems already offered by other manufacturers. It uses facial recognition to identify signs of driver fatigue or driver distraction. In terms of connectivity, the 2019 Forester has a 6.5-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, while higher trim levels get an 8.0-inch screen, on which navigation is optional. Though pricing won't be announced until later, Subaru has said that the 2019 Forester will be offered in base, premium, sport, limited, and touring trim levels. The Sport specifically gets a unique look, with a gloss black grille, unique 18-inch wheels, a roof spoiler, orange accents on the roof rails, and a dark gray interior with orange stitching. Subaru says this model appeals to the needs of outdoor enthusiasts. It will also offer a manual shifting mode for the CVT with paddle shifters, plus LED illumination in the cargo area for loading your outdoorsy gear late at night or early in the morning. All told, the 2019 Subaru Forester looks set to continue its broad appeal to crossover shoppers by giving them more of what they want: fuel economy, roominess, and technology.
Automakers, it seems, have figured out a new way to reach potential electric vehicle buyers: go through their utility company. Pacific Gas and Electric Company announced this week that its customers can receive $3,000 off a new 2018 Nissan Leaf, a special offer that will end July 2nd. The discount, which comes out of the automaker's profit and does not involve a rebate from PG&E, will be applied at the time of sale. Nissan has already introduced a similar offer to customers of the Salt River Project utility in Arizona, as well as several electric companies in Hawaii. The idea is not unique. BMW currently offers PG&E customers a $10,000 discount on its i3 electric car, a deal that expires at the end of May. The special offers from both Nissan and BMW come in addition to California's $2,500 rebate for buying an electric car, as well as the federal government's $7,500 EV tax credit. California represents by far the largest market for electric vehicles in the United States, and PG&E is the state's biggest utility. So the concept of targeting PG&E customers for special EV deals makes sense. The Leaf has become the world's best-selling electric car since it hit the market in late 2010. But its sales tanked last fall as potential buyers waited for the 2018 model, the car's first redesign, to reach dealerships. The updated Leaf can drive 151 miles on a fully charged battery pack, 40% farther than the previous model, and starts at $29,990 before incentives. The Leaf was the fourth most popular electric car in California last year, with 4,414 new Leafs registered. The Chevrolet Bolt led the field, with 13,487 registered in California during 2017, followed by the Tesla Model S, the Tesla Model X and the electric Fiat 500.
The redesigned 2019 Subaru Forester rides on a larger and more useful platform, one that adds room for both passengers and cargo. That should help further cement the vehicle as the mid-size SUV linchpin of the automaker's family-friendly lineup. How much extra space are we talking about here? Subaru has stretched the Forester's wheelbase by 1.2 inches, bringing the total to 105.1 inches, which allowed the vehicle's designers to add 1.4 inches of extra legroom for rear passengers. Dimensionally, the Forester also boasts small but useful improvements in every other important stretch-out measure too. The bigger 2019 Forester also includes almost 2 additional cubic feet of cargo space, with 76.1 cubic feet now available with the rear row folded flat. It's easier to fit larger items inside the vehicle at load time too, due to nearly half a foot of additional width at the hatch opening. This will appeal to the outdoorsy folks who flock to Subaru showrooms with their kayaks and mountain bikes in tow to make sure the SUV can swallow their hobbies prior to purchase. It should come as no real surprise that the completely redesigned Forester has been blown up and puffed out. Live long enough, and it's your fate to see seemingly every automobile succumb to the desires of product planners eager to claim class above capability in any number of areas. Still, it's important to remember 2 things. The Forester still retains its urban-friendly proportions with this redesign, and there's now a hard cap on how big Subaru's big seller can get, what with the recently introduced 3-row Ascent holding its own at the top of the lineup. The latter means that this is likely to be the largest version of the Forester we'll get for quite some time. For as much as the 2019 Subaru Forester has added for the upcoming model year, there's also been a subtraction when it comes to its past sporty character. A quick scan of the order sheet reveals that the Forester XT, which featured a 250 horsepower, turbocharged 4-cylinder engine shared with the rally racing Subaru WRX, has been cut from the roster. In its place is the new Subaru Forester Sport, a version of the SUV that mixes mild performance enhancements with a dash of special styling sauce. The Sport shares the same engine as the base Forester, a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder that has been updated to produce 182 horsepower and 176 pounds-ft of torque. It also comes with a standard continuously variable transmission, CVT, just like every other Forester for 2019 now that the 6-speed manual has been discontinued. They all feature Eyesight Drive, Subaru's drivetrain management system that allows you to specify quicker throttle response and more aggressive transmission shifting from the CVT when switched from intelligent to sport driving mode. The new Forester Sport offers a unique Sport Sharp mode and also gains paddle shifters that allow you to access 7 virtual gears programmed into the CVT, a feature shared with the Forester Touring trim. Sport trim also features blacked-out 18-inch rims with a grille to match, as well as orange highlights inside and out and a rear spoiler on roof. Common to all Foresters, of course, is standard all-wheel drive and 8.7 inches of ground clearance, a respectable number that is similar to what you'd get with most Jeep SUVs. Most Foresters add the X mode feature to their AWD system, and it is designed to maximize traction to tackle slippery terrain and near off-road driving, in conjunction with a hill descent control feature. It's also worth noting that, despite the extra grunt offered from the revised 4-cylinder engine, Subaru is promising 33 mpg during highway driving, which is a single mile per gallon better than last year. Much of the rest of what the 2019 Subaru Forester delivers will be familiar to fans of the brand's focus on simple and useful designs married with day-to-day practicality. Automatic climate control is now included on all models, and banished along with the manual stick shift is the vehicle's parking brake handle, which has been replaced by a single-button electronic unit in a bid to carve out even more storage space from the center console. On the safety front, and part of the reason why Subaru has gone to an all-CVT lineup for the 2019 Forester, the automaker is now installing the Eyesight suite of driving aids from the base trim on up. Eyesight consists of a set of cameras mounted at the top of the windshield, and they power the SUV's adaptive cruise control, automatic braking, lane keeping assistance and lane departure warning, and even an alert that reminds you to put your phone down and hit the gas if the vehicle ahead of you leaves you behind at the light. You can also add a similar auto brake option for when the Forester is traveling in reverse, as well as a blind spot monitoring system. It's wise for Subaru to avoid making wholesale changes to the 2019 Forester, as the vehicle has a loyal fan base that consistently re-ups when it's time to replace its current SUV. Even the styling of the new Forester is strongly reminiscent of the model it replaces, with LED headlights and a more windswept front end standing out as the most obvious updates. Although an effort has been made with the touring model to introduce some of the luxury that has been largely lacking from past efforts, including updated heated seats front and rear, a heated steering wheel, and nicer interior materials, the Forester remains a vehicle that customers buy again and again because it fits seamlessly into their lifestyle, and not because it's tapping on the premium segment store.